Today we got Shazam, the champion of the gods, going up against Kratos, the killer of the gods. Who comes out on top? Well, let's find out.
Hear the music.
I could do this all day.
Deemed worthy of becoming the champion of the ancient wizard, whenever he utters the word Shazam, young Billy Batson is struck by a magical thunderbolt and gains vast divine powers and abilities. He can now transform into magic's champion, the world's mightiest mortal, Shazam. Each of the letters of Shazam stand for the gods that power him: Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Achilles, and Mercury. He has the wisdom of Solomon, which grants Billy great knowledge, perception, comprehension, and insight. He's clairvoyant and is able to turn disadvantages to advantages. He's able to hypnotize opponents, is omnilingual, and Solomon also speaks to Shazam and gives him advanced knowledge of war, strategy, and tactics. He has the strength of Hercules, strongest of the gods, and he's one of the strongest beings in the DC universe. Shazam's might is comparable to Superman, Wonder Woman, and Black Adam, and is even stalemated Clark in an arm wrestling competition. Billy doesn't usually move objects of planetary scale, but he has more than enough strength to do so. Shazam has the stamina of Atlas, the Titan who bears the weight of the heavens on his shoulders. This means that he doesn't have fatigue toxin buildup in his system. His endurance may indeed be limitless. Billy also has no need for eating, sleeping, or even breathing, since the godly energies that transformed him into Shazam serve to sustain his body. He has the power of Zeus, which grants him a resistance to magic, a godlike healing factor, and the ability to create a powerful blast of magical lightning. The power of Zeus also amplifies Shazam's other abilities, so like Billy has the wisdom of Solomon and Zeus, the speed of Mercury and Zeus, and the strength of Hercules and Zeus. Shazam has the courage of Achilles, which does mean that he has great confidence, but also insane invulnerability to all forms of physical harm. Finally, Shazam has the speed of Mercury, which grants him the gift of flight, and the ability to move at speeds as fast as Superman and possibly even rival the Flash. So Shazam, magic's champion, is in one corner, but then comes in Kratos, the God Killer. A demigod bent on murdering the Olympian gods, Kratos was once the god of war, but his lust for power was feared by his father Zeus, thus making him kill his own son. Now, resurrected from Hades, Kratos seeks revenge against the Olympian gods. Being the son of Zeus, Kratos is a natural-born demigod, has a number of physical attributes and powers because of his heritage. Kratos possesses superhuman strength, but his strength actually kind of fluctuates depending upon the situation he's in. However, some of his greatest strength feats have been stopping the tentacles of the Kraken and wrestling the Hydra into submission, going toe-to-toe with Hercules, overpowering Ares and even Zeus himself, escaping from the grip of the Titan Atlas, and he was strong enough to push back against the hand of the Titan Kronos. He also has superhuman durability, as he's been crushed, stabbed, beaten, blasted, or burned by enemies with relatively little damage. He's even survived a city-sized explosion caused by the death of Ares, Zeus's lightning, and getting smushed between the hands of Kronos. Kratos usually just has the speed of an Olympic-level athlete, being able to dodge arrows and bites from the Hydra. But, as of God of War 3, he had the boots of Hermes, which allowed him to speed blitz Zeus. However, he doesn't have them in the newest God of War, so it's debatable whether or not he still has them. Kratos is a master in all weaponry, being able to pick up any weapon and use it perfectly, and is excellent in the art of war, executing brutal strategies to win almost any battle. He is the Blade of Chaos, which are a pair of chained blades that are fashioned by Ares, the god of war, in the darkest depths of the underworld. They're imbued with fire, allowing them to ignite every attack and burn the opponent, and also stretch out with the chain, allowing for fluid movements and attacks. He's got the Leviathan, which is a two-handed war axe that's actually been designed to rival and go up against the power of Mjolnir. He's also got the Guardian Shield, which is a retractable shield inside a gauntlet on Kratos' left arm, and can be used in combination with the Blade of Chaos. But Kratos doesn't just have to rely on physical weapons, so he's proven himself a capable magical user, and can unleash offensive spells. He can use magic in his weapons to unleash powerful ice beams, unleash powerful attacks to hurt everyone within a wide area, and launch blasts of fire. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, in this fight, we got one of the ultimate god killers, master of deicide, Kratos, going up against the champion of the gods, the world's mightiest mortal, Shazam. But who comes out on top? Let's find out. Now, the first thing we're going to take a look at here is physicality and strength. Kratos is strong enough to pull skyscraper-sized monsters, who can easily weigh several tons. He's overpowered Ares before, ripped out Hades' soul, with the ability to rip out souls actually being directly related to physical strength. Kratos has even overpowered Atlas's fingers and escaped from his grip, with a Titan praising Kratos' strength, and Atlas is actually strong enough to literally hold the Earth's entire surface on his shoulders. Basically, the guy has fought against overpowered gods and Titans before. However, while Kratos has gone up against the gods in his world, Shazam has consistently fought against probably the ultimate god in men's clothing, Superman. He's fought on equal footing with a possessed Superman, who was trying to kill him, all while Billy was holding back. He's battled Superman to a standstill when Clark thought he was fighting cyborg Superman. He's easily shattered a crystal that was trapping Superman, and Shazam and Superman have even just straight up arm wrestled before. And while Cal won, Billy was only at 1/3 of his normal power, and he was still able to hold his own. Shazam has even knocked out Clark with a 1-2 combo when enhancing his punches with the power of Zeus. He's beaten up a monster who had just absorbed the powers of Superman, Martian Manhunter, and Aquaman. He's even punched so hard that Shazam accidentally formed a black hole. Kratos is surprisingly tough. He's taken city-sized explosions caused by the death of Ares. He's taken attacks from Thanatos, the Greek embodiment of death, survived blows from the Colossus of Rhodes, a giant statue, one of the wonders of the ancient world. He's taken a slam from Kronos, the god of time and king of the Titans, and even survived massive lightning strikes from Zeus, and the subsequent several-mile fall all the way down into the underworld. But just like Kratos has taken attacks from gods and Titans, Shazam has taken attacks from people like Superman and Black Adam. He's been hit by lightning strikes and magical punches from Black Adam, and taken punches from an angry Superman, a possessed Superman, and a Superman who was tricked into believing that he was fighting cyborg Superman. Billy has taken hits from the Voidhound, which is a warship from the antimatter universe, and is capable of firing Holocaust beams, able to rip chasms into continents stretching miles in expanse. He's even taken an attack from the Voidhound called the Tesseract Bomb, which is capable of pulling space inside out, rendering whole solar systems uninhabitable. Shazam even said that he didn't believe any of the rest of the league could have survived that attack, but the only reason that he did was because his invulnerability is magically based. And this kind of helps him out a lot in this fight, because he doesn't just have magical durability, he's also got a magical healing factor. I mean, just like he instantly survived and healed from the Tesseract Bomb, he's also survived and healed from being stabbed straight through by Grail, the daughter of Darkseid. And this attack would actually be very similar to Kratos' weapons, the Blades of Chaos or the Leviathan. However, the thing that separates these guys the most has got to be speed. For the most part, Kratos isn't really that fast. Arguably, at the best, low-level superhuman. He's dodged arrows, bites from the Hydra, lightning strikes, and he's even fought against a time manipulator and teleporter before. However, none of that really puts him on the same level as Shazam when Billy is going at his best. Even with the boots of Hermes, Kratos still can't compete. I would say that Hermes in the God of War universe probably isn't any faster than Quicksilver, one of the slower speedsters in comics. On the other hand, DC considers Shazam to be the ninth fastest speedster in their universe, up there with Godspeed, Black Racer, Superman, and Flash. He's tackled Superman and speed blitzed him from the equator to the Arctic, and has even kept up with the Flash before, who's pretty much the fastest hero in all of comics. However, while Shazam might be physically superior than Kratos, Kratos' bread and butter has been killing gods, even specifically fighting against and killing Greek gods, the gods that empower Shazam. And on top of that, Kratos has got some god-killing weapons and magic on his side. He can unleash the fire of Ares, lightning of Zeus, ice of Poseidon, which are all kind of self-explanatory, Atlas's quake, creating strong earthquakes, the Nemean roar, a powerful omnidirectional shockwave, or call upon the army of Sparta to shield him from attacks. His blades of chaos were forged in the underworld by Ares himself. The Golden Fleece is able to protect him from all sorts of attacks. He can fly and move at super speed using the Icarus wings and boots of Hermes, or unleash the Nemesis whip or bow of Apollo. But honestly, don't see any of those attacks being powerful enough to put Shazam down, whether they're magical spells or weapons. Shazam is just too tough. And on top of that, he's just too fast. Billy could dodge essentially any attack that comes his way if he really wants to. The only thing in Kratos' arsenal that could potentially put Billy down would be the Blade of Olympus, which is one of the few weapons capable of killing gods and titans, the Claws of Hades, which allow Kratos to rip out the souls of his enemies, and possibly the head of Warline, which turns people into stone. And with those weapons, plus Kratos' knack and experience from killing gods, I could see him claiming some victories here. But on the whole, Shazam is on a different level. It's something that Kratos has just never encountered before. Yes, he's fought and killed gods before, but Billy, well, he's got the power of 6 gods. And on top of that, we're talking about comics versus video games. And while Kratos might be the most powerful video game character, or at least one of them, top tier heroes in comics are on a whole other level. Some of Kratos' best feats will be stopping a 2,000-foot titan from crushing him, while Shazam can lift planets and move faster than the speed of light. Like I said, Shazam is on a different level here, and it's just too much. Shazam wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure, hit that like button, the subscribe button, turn on notifications to join the Fanco army, and I will see you next time.